for us if we can communicate where we are and just be physical up front. I think last week wasn't our best week. So we got to get back to doing what we do best, communicate and be physical up front and stopping that run.
Liam said you guys might be the most pissed off 4-1 football team in the league. Were there some things you guys were unhappy about Monday night?
100%. Defensively, man, we pride ourselves on being the best team, stopping the run, and that's something that we didn't do against a good offense, nevertheless. But still, our standard is our standard, and we're happy to be 4-1. But I know individual guys feel like they didn't play to their standard that we know we can play as, including myself. And again, we are Pistons, but we're all looking forward to the next opportunity. Great challenge for us up front and in the back end as well. I think they do a good job on kind of balancing the run and play action really well. So good eyes and communication is going to be big this week, and execute to get back on track what we do.
The tackle for a loss you had, is that a film study play, or is that just an eyes and awareness play?
I think it helped that I was in the 2-point because I was able to see it a little bit more. But that formation, they were coming out in that formation a lot, and they were doing a lot of outside zone runs, a lot of crack tosses, and a lot of stuff. So for me, just to be aware of, Kelsey was right there with Juju with the back on the same side, so I knew a little perimeter, so a little bit of everything. Again, I think our coaches do a heck of a job on, letting us play with anticipation from formations, and so it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Do you like Liam being kind of feisty and emotional? You gotta let me finish the question. Do you like his being feisty and emotional?
Yeah, it's awesome. That's the passion that we all have, and you see the response that he gets. Even I feel like it started really in the preseason when we went 0-3 in the preseason. We were playing better, playing well, but we obviously lost. But you can kind of see the attention to details that he kind of made fit. So it was just it was really cool to be in those moments to see how he reacts now, because we all got a hand in this. We're all emotionally attached, and just to see him go out there and have that fire as well is awesome to play for a coach like that.
How do you adjust on the short week?
Get your bodies back. I mean, we just got to get our bodies back right. I think guys are staying in the training room, getting a lot of treatment outside the building. We have a lot of true professionals, and coach is taking care of us as well. So that kind of works too. He's not running us down to the dirt off a short week, but we also know as professionals what we need to do. So tomorrow we're gonna have to pick it up and kind of pick our speed up, pick our tempo up, and get ready to practice tomorrow.
How tired are you? You got West Coast, San Fran, physical game, come back Monday night. Did you sleep much? How physically beat up are you? Like those kind of things relative to a normal week?
I think it's just week 6. You know what I mean? Week 6 body. If we would have played all 6 home games, I think I'd probably still be the same. But it is what it is. I'm professional. I travel a lot as well. So, how well can I get back to my recovery? How well can I keep my recovery schedule? And really, it's only that one day, that travel day back is probably, I think, the biggest loss when you don't sleep as much. But once you kind of get back on your routine and get back on schedule, I think your body just kind of adapt. So tomorrow, I did my thing yesterday, what I normally do. Today's going to be the same thing, and then get ready to practice tomorrow.
Is 5 games enough to maybe consider yourselves in here as contenders, legit contenders?
I don't know. I think we just got to play with that one and, trying to get the next win mentality and just keep stacking them. Again, we're not – I feel like last week was a kind of step back defensively. I think everybody will say that as well. Had a lot of great plays, though. Devin made a great play. I'm not saying we played terrible, but there was still to a standard that we set for ourselves as individual and as a unit that we didn't hold up to. And so we're kind of pissed off about that. And again, we got a good team coming in this week, and we got to do what we do and get back to doing what we do best.
Crucial Catch Week has a different meaning to you and your family now, right?
Yeah.
What are your emotions this week?
I mean, for me, I still got to do what I do, but the purpose and the journey and the drive is awesome. So I think my foundation has a big impact on this week, obviously. But we're doing a lot of community work. with the foundation, with the American Cancer Society this month. And so I'm excited to work with those guys and continue to do what we do. But also need to get those sacks up so we can start donating a little bit more money to the cause.
What has it been about Coach Camp that sort of allowed you guys to buy in so quickly? And then how much has he, in terms of importance, been toward setting that standard?
I mean, I think he's just himself, man. The genuineness that he carries. He's very passionate. Again, he's very genuine. The conversations, the phone calls that we receive on a daily basis before we got started. We've talked family, we talked, backgrounds, kind of bonded on that type of level. And then once you come in and you start seeing the person that he is in face, and then you start to see the coaching habits, and you saw the old video of him at Miami firing it, and then you come in and you hear it. It is every day. You know what I'm saying? And he has a high standard for ourselves, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we're pissed off as players, but we also come into a building and we know that he's pissed off as well, and he knows that wasn't our standard that we set for ourselves. So he challenges us every single day. He challenges us today in practice to prove that we can get back to where we are, and we are. So again, playing for a coach like that is phenomenal, and you can tell, you can see the love that he has for us and the love that we give to him back.
How tricky is this to kind of turn around, short week, and get right back into it?
I feel like Coach doing a great job of helping us just get right. We had like a little lighter day today, so he kind of taking it off of us, and I feel like he was doing a great job. So we go out there and just have our best game Sunday. So I feel like it's not that tricky when you got coaches who helping you in that process getting back.
How do you feel about the run game after 5 weeks? You've had some really good, and I think you probably would like to get a little more out of it from last week. But in totality, is it where you want it to be, and how much more is left in the tank?
The run game is where we need it to be. I feel like whenever our numbers called, we're always ready. And I feel like we're going out there just executing the game plan. We got down 14-0, so it kind of changes things a little bit. So you got to take all that into consideration. And I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch the film of that game, they were determined not to let me just go out there and kind of just do what I do. So they had a great job, great game plan. So you got to put all that into consideration, honestly. But, I feel like Week 5, I feel like we're where we want to be. We know we got a lot to grow at, a lot to keep getting better at, and that's where we want to be in this point of the season.
Travis, I'm sorry.
You played 8 different offensive linemen. How good have those guys played, even when they've had to move in, like Monheim, obviously, last game?
No, it's just a great job, but just the coaching. I feel like for guys to go in there and know what to do, for guys to go in there and you see no drop off, and go out there and still execute the game plan. I feel like you love to see that, and it's very encouraging moving forward.
Travis, on Trevor's touchdown at the end of the game, at what point did you realize he had fallen down? Because you came over on that side and you kept the guy out of there. But at what point did you realize something had happened?
As soon as you say hut, and I go to take off, I take like 2 steps, and I look back and he's on the ground. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, shit. I'm thinking, yo, get up, but I'm like, man, let me try to get this guy so he don't just go over there and touch him and he'd be down. And Trev, he tripped again trying to get up, but I feel like that was just a crazy play. It was crazy to be a part of, and I feel like when he got up, and then I'm like, man, like what's about to happen? Like, and he just kind of wiggled through it and just keep running. Like, it was just a crazy play to be a part of.
What are the Seahawks doing so well against the run? They rank 3rd in the league right now.
Defensive front, I feel like they present a lot of different formations, and just those guys up there, they're very stout, and you're not getting much movement on them. So it's going to be a really tough challenge to just go out there. And we got to go out there and take it. But we know it starts with them in the trenches, and that's why they're so good at stopping the run.
You guys have given yourself a really good opportunity here with the start. Is that how you feel about it? Just to keep stacking these and get out in front of maybe a lot of other teams in the division or even in the AFC.
We just got to keep stacking wins. Trying to go 1-0 every week and just see what that takes us throughout the season. We got to play this game because this is the next one. It's the only one we have right now. We really can't worry about the future games. So as long as we just keep locking in on the week that's ahead of us, I feel like good things are going to continue to happen for us, and we come in with the mentality to get better each and every day. We'll be where we want to be at the end of the season.
So during OTAs is when you really start to see, like, okay, we got something that could be legit, and so we got to all just focus on doing our jobs and making it come together.
Seattle on offense, what stands out to you when you look at it?
Yeah, you start with the quarterback. He's playing really good. He was playing good last year, and he's in a system that fits him well. Obviously, their running backs, especially number 9, got a lot of respect for his game and the way he plays. And then, they want to run the ball and play action off of it. They got a couple of really good receivers, number 11, number 10. So, we got to be ready for the run game and play action off of that.
How do you shift your routine on a short week?
It's just getting the body back right. Obviously, sleep is the most important thing. That's really it. Other than that, your film and everything like that is going to be the same. So it's just making sure you get enough rest.
How hard is that part? Is it easy to catch up on the sleep after a week like this?
I would say after the game, like in those first 48 hours, you really gotta be disciplined as far as like getting to sleep, as quickly as you can, getting as much rest. And we did a good job today with the schedule coming in a little bit later, so we got to catch back up. After today, everything should be back normal.
How juiced up are you after? The city's probably still hasn't slept well the last couple of days because of it. All the adrenaline. It's easier said than done, right?
Yeah, it was hard for me to go to sleep just because I did take a nap. Anytime I take a nap, it's hard for me to go to sleep. So after the game, I was up for a little bit, but like I said, fortunately, got to catch some sleep this morning.
Strong start to the season, big win on Monday Night Football. How do you keep that foot on the gas moving forward?
Everybody's just got to stay hungry, and I think that'll be pretty easy considering we know as a defense we were far from our best. We were able to do enough to get a win. I think offense played a hell of a game. And so, for us, I think it's just getting back to the basics. We got to be a lot better on defense, and we got a good opponent that we got to do it against. So it's going to start with practice.
When you guys go back and look at that play, how much do you look at what Josh and I think Scoop did on your touchdown return and talk about that part of it?
Absolutely, yeah. We highlighted in the meeting. I've talked to them, and I've thanked them on the sideline, and I give them all the credit because I wouldn't have gotten in the end zone without them. You see Smoot's effort and his upper body violence, we call it, the way he was hauling and he was running. And Josh had a conversation with him this morning just about just his selflessness as a player and how much that play meant to him as far as him helping me get in the end zone. Just how much that meant to him, and that just speaks volumes of the great teammate that he is. But yeah, I told him I wouldn't have gotten in the end zone without him, so I'm grateful for him.
Smoot said he hadn't run that far since middle school.
Man, I haven't run that far since middle school either. We're right there with him. But yeah, man, I got so much love for those guys.
Did you know that put you in record books here? Did you know that you scored it
I'm not in the moment and not during the game. I heard after the game that it was, so that's pretty cool.
Who told you?
Well, I heard it from Bees actually. He had texted me. Yeah, he was like, "You broke my record, and I love it."
Pretty much, yeah. You either follow him or you try to block someone else. Just keep playing until you hear the whistle.
Okay. Was that as nutty a play as you've been involved in? Or
Yeah, especially considering the circumstance, I'd say that was one of the crazier ones.
What was it like the whole night for you, jumping in there and feeling that?
Yeah, again, it was a great team win all around. It took a lot. It took all 3 phases. So that was a great thing to be a part of. And, in terms of me, it was just thinking, all right, it's time to do my job one play at a time. And, great group of guys around me that made that easy.
It looks like we saw you in the preseason. It looks like you performed pretty well. Come in, looked like you performed pretty well. Why have you been able to jump in the spots and be successful early in your career?
Yeah, I think I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to be here, with this coaching staff and with these guys in the O-line room, taking me under their wing and, showed me the ropes of what it takes and, getting the details from the coaching staff every day, learning from Rob what it takes on the field and in the meeting room and just trying to apply myself, knowing I got to always be ready and always got to keep striving to improve every day.
How different is this position collegiately and here?
Yeah, I think it's really kind of based on the system you're in, more so than maybe college to NFL. It's just super dependent on the system you're in, so there's certainly a lot of changes with that. But again, I've been super fortunate, to have this staff and to have a guy like Rob, and learning from them.
you and Tony are a couple of USC guys. Does he ever give any tips, or you just talk about Trojan days in the past or something?
Yeah, we'll get a fight on every now and then, talk a little Trojans, but at the end of the day, we're both Jags right now, so it's great.
You mentioned it. What has Rob kind of meant to you in your development since you got here?
Yeah, I mean everything. He's done an incredible job of leading by example, both as a center and as an O lineman in terms of our room as a whole. So always trying to do my job in terms of my role within the room, and following whatever he's doing on the field, off the field, in terms of his body, his mind, the playbook to be a center.
It's hard to get 5 guys in this league playing well. I mean, you guys have had 8 come in and out in the last few weeks. How impressive is that?
Yeah, it's great. And again, we have a really good room. I think we gel well together, and it's just constantly striving to get better each and every day. Regardless of who's in there, like you said, we've got to put a good product together on the field. And there's ups and downs. There's always things to improve on, but it's just a steady, process of getting better.
I don't know how much you're already into it on the other side. Seattle's doing a really good job against the run. I mean, that front's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great football team all around, all 3 phases. Obviously, they're playing well on offense. They've got a real stout defense. So, yeah, it's a great challenge and a great opportunity for us.